Actually, I think I forgot to. Okay, here we go. We got the next game. Dmitry Adrakin. His rating is 2683 against Sergey Karyakin. And this game ended in 10 moves. This game was played actually in 2010. So this is a modern game that people can learn from. Like, games actually end in under 10 moves in Grandmaster games, all right? Grandmasters aren't getting away from losing games under 20 moves, especially if you are prepared. And so this game started off like this. C4, E5, doing the English opening after the move C4, of course. And then we got the move knight to C3 that goes to like the reversed, what does it say? I'm not saying that long opening, who cares? After knight to C3, knight to C6, and then we got the move knight to F3, which initiates the 3 knights variation. After knight to F3, G6 in this position, and then we got the move D4, threatening the pawn on E5, all right? So after the move D4, strike in the center because whoever controls the center controls the game. Then we got the move E takes on D4. After E takes on D4, knight to D5, bishop to G7, bishop to G5, attacking their queen on this square, all right? Attacking their queen along the H4 to D8 diagonal. And then we got the move knight G to E7. After knight G to E7, what is the best move for white? Because this is already busted for the black pieces since they decided to guard like this. This is already busted. Come on, be better. Come on, you got this. I'm your coach. Get to it. You got 1 minute. Let's go. Type it really fast. Come on. You got this. Bro, you can do this. Boys will be boys. Don't resign, Mateo. Don't resign. Bishop takes on E6. You mean bishop takes on E7. Oh, ignite, okay. Queen takes on D4 by Salty Clown. Okay, Ignite, thank you for following too. I now want one-on-one training session with you. Yep. So we got Queen takes on D4 too. With J, bishop takes on E7, B7. Crazy enough, and let's get to 100 likes on YouTube. Don't forget that. Crazy enough, we got the move, actually, wait a minute. We got the move knight takes on D4, all right? And then after bishop takes on D4, did we just sacrifice a knight for no reason? What is going on here? What is going on? What is the best move for the white pieces in this position? Ah, now queen takes on D4. Yep, you figured it out. Yep. Yeah, you have to capture the pawn first on the D4 square, and now we can capture the bishop on D4. But many people are wondering what happens after, and this move wasn't played in the game, of course. What happens after knight captures on D4? What happens? I'm gonna have to drink some more water, guys. What happens after knight takes on D4? What is the best two moves? Knight takes on D4, knight takes on, queen takes on D4, knight takes on D4, knight to F6. Thanos, you got it. Knight to F6, knight to F6. I got some bad arrows. And then after knight to F6, king to F8, and then we got the move of bishop to H6, which is checkmate because the knight is covering these two squares and the bishop is attacking the king, and there is no way for this bishop to get captured, and there is no block happening on the G7 square. And so Sergei Karyakin tried to do the move castle kingside. But then what happens next after your opponent castles? What would you do next here? What is the best move in this position after the opponent castles? Because we already got a free bishop. Actually, not exactly yet, because we still have 3 minor pieces and our opponent has 3 minor pieces. What are we doing next here? Hey AM, how you doing? I'm just teaching chess, man. Ugh. My legs hurt, but I'm still rocking and rolling. Yeah, I'm standing. I'm different from every other streamer that you watch, all right? I'm standing, all right? There's nothing wrong with standing up. We need to stop streamers from sitting down. I don't care if you're streaming for 8 hours straight. Make this a job. Make this a workout. I'm just playing. You're gonna be sending me sitting down once my high chair comes in. I already ordered that much. Actually, I didn't yet, but I'm about to order that. There's people that works at Walmart and Target that stands on their feet 8 hours, more than 12 hours a day, but no streamer can stand up. What is the best move here, though? Knight to f6? All right. Who said knight to f6? Biker, Paul, Polonaz, Sharius, Biker. Yep, knight to f6. That is the next move. And then after king to h8, what is the last move that made the opponent resign? What is the last move that made the opponent resign here? Bishop to h6? What? Where's my Twitch people go? Knight to d7? Not knight to d7. That wasn't. So there's a lot of moves that white can play that are basically winning. But what is the best move? And what if I told you that there is checkmate in 4 in this position, actually? What if I told y'all that? Not knight to d7. Shreyas? I cannot say your name. I think it's Shreyas. Knight to e8. Just check. Well, if you do a move like knight to e8, right, then our queen is just going to get captured. So if you do any other, like, if you do any funny move, then our queen just gets captured. That's why this grandmaster did the move knight to g4. Knight to g4. Shreyas, you are correct. Who said knight to g4? Thanos, you are correct. Yeah, everybody's correct after the move knight to g4. If queen captures, if knight captures the queen on d4, what happens next? If knight captures the queen on d4, what happens next? K2 is like queen h4 equalize. Bishop f6, then knight to h6. Thanos, you are correct again. Yep, king g8, knight to h6. Yep, this checkmate. But this is a forced checkmate, so even if our opponent plays the move f6, then we have this slide move. Bishop takes on f6, rook takes on f6, queen takes on f6, king g8, then knight to h6, checkmate. All right, next game. So this next game was actually, nope, wait a minute. This next game was actually played in 1908. It was Jose Capablanca against Leonard. No, it's not Leonard, it's Leonard? I don't know. Meyer, y'all can see the names, all right? I don't have to go over the names. All right, let's get into it. Started off like this, and we're going to be on the white side. E4, E5, knight to F3, knight to C6, and then we got the move bishop to B5 that initiates the Ruy Lopez. After bishop to B5, A6 that initiates the Morphy defense, and then we got the move bishop to A4. After bishop to A4, knight to F6, D4 in this position that initiates the Mackenzie variation, and then we got the move knight takes on E4. After knight takes on E4, D5 in this position, threatening the knight on C6, and then we have the move knight to E7. After knight to E7, knight takes on E5, B5 in this position, threatening our bishop, and then we got the move bishop to B3. After bishop to B3, bishop to B7, which isn't the best move at all because of what? Don't bully me. I'm just trying to figure out this. I'm just trying to figure out some crazy number combination people are throwing at me. It's okay, man. What do you think about the Dutch defense Stonewall? I don't really like it that much. It is a tough opening to crack if you don't know how to. And I figured out like my own way of how to crack it, but you know, it's pretty solid a little bit. I wouldn't play it in classical chess, but it's a solid opening that you could play in like Blitz. A lot of people saying to move D6. It's pearls, Shreyas, D6, and mate on F7. Knight to F7. Oh, you just want to do knight takes on F7. But there is a deeper threat that we have in this position. After D6, like Shreyas said, threatening bishop takes on F7, what happens if knight captures on D6, protecting the F7 square? And Jose Capablanca, this was a cool move that you did. Defeating another chess player, another chess master. I don't know who Leonard is, but I'm guessing he's another chess master in 10 moves, making him resign, of course. Thanos, you are correct. Who else? Who else is going to be correct here? Now bishop takes on F7 right now because knight is defending. Yep, sacrifice the queen. We're giving our lady away. We're giving our lady away. Queen takes on D6. After queen takes on D6, C takes on D6, and then we got the move bishop takes on F7, which is just checkmate. And so your opponent has to do like a silly move, like, I don't know, how's he supposed to defend this pawn? Actually, I don't even think that there's any way to defend that pawn. Like this? Dude, you know what's crazy? Black actually could have defended this with the move knight to D5, but the opponent just resigned. He could have defended this. I didn't even see that. Ugh. So that's, I mean, I guess this is a lesson on like figuring out the bishop, the F7 and F2 weaknesses, but at the same time, don't ever resign because you might figure out moves like knight to D5, which forces white to capture the knight, bishop takes on D5, bishop takes on D5, etc. And the game continues. Crazy enough. What is your ELO? My USCF. My USCF is 1800, and my chess.com, my online rating on like leadchess.org, etc., is around 2100 on all time controls. I've been teaching chess for over a decade now. These last 2 years online. The rest of the years I've been teaching in person at like different schools. I've taught kindergartners, elementary school. I went to high schools. I directed tournaments, things of that nature, in like the Kansas City area in Missouri. But that is my whole career of teaching chess. Me and my brother used to teach chess together. All right, cool. Let's get to the next game.